All right, this continues working with Chapter 4, Unit 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Basic SQL, especially queries. Now, what we worked with before is, if you look right up here, you've got select, rep, number, and average balance, meaning it's using an aggregate function to average the balance by rep number. So here's rep number, or average balance, from customer table. So it goes out to the customer table, grab those two elements, right? It has them in there. Group by rep number. So it's what it's doing is it's grouping up by rep number, where the average balance, having average balance greater than 1,500. So that's why those two items are there. So it brings up the rep numbers, and for those individuals that meet the criteria greater than 1,500, and it's ordering by the rep number. So that's pretty easy to look at. Now, select credit limit count. So what it's doing is it's counting all elements from credit limit from customer where rep number equals 15, meaning it's representative number 15, grouping by credit limit, so it's grouping up by credit limit, having count less than 2, order by credit limit. So it's saying, okay, I want to find the credit limit. How many credit limits are there at 5,000 and 10,000 for rep number 15 that only have 5 and 10,000 as a count, which is 2, right? So in this particular case, it says select customer number, customer name from customer where street is null. What this basically is, this is a null query. I'm looking for elements that are null. In my particular case, there are no elements where the street is null. As a result, it doesn't pull any data. It says create queries that retrieve data from a single table using a select command. Comparison operators, you've got minus, equals, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, or not. Compound conditions are and, or, and not. And meaning both conditions are true, or meaning one or the other condition true. Not means the first condition is true, but not where the second condition is true. So if you want, for instance, flags that are red and white, but not blue, would pull up all the flags that have the red and white in them, but it wouldn't pull up the American flag because the American flag has red, white, and blue, as an example, and also the French flag, now that I think of it. And then you also have the between and the like operator. So let's kind of continue from there. Now, this is where we get into Chapter 15, where we're joining two tables, and this is a little bit squintier, I'll say, so let me make it a little bit larger here. So it says, select customer number, customer name, rep number, last name, and first name from customer rep, right? So where customer rep number equals rep number, condition to relate these tables. So it's basically saying I want you to link these two together when those elements are the same, where customer rep number equals the rep and the rep number. So then it's going to take the information from customer num, customer name, and then notice this says rep.repnum, meaning it's actually going to take out of the rep table repnum and then last name and first name. So this is from the customer number, and this is from the rep number and last name and first name. So it combines all those together. So the rep num, last name, and first name is from one table. The customer number and customer name is from another table. And then where it links these two together is the customer.repnum, which isn't displayed, but if the representative number in the customer table equals the representative number in the rep table, it links these two together. So let's kind of continue. So in this particular this is using the where clause. Select description from order line and item, where order line dot item number, meaning order line is the name of the table, dot item number equals item dot item number. So it's going to take order line and item from the description, as long as item and line number mean the same, and order number is 51,623. So of those particular elements, it pulls out the values based off this join. So let's take a look at another one. So condition to relate to tables, where customer repnum equals rep.repnum, meaning it's getting the repnum out of the customer table, the rep num out of the rep table, and where they're equal, it's going to join them together, and the credit line is equal to 7,500. Doesn't have the credit line here, but it has it from there. And it says select customer number and customer name, so there's customer number and customer name, and rep num and last name, first name from the representative table. So it links those. Sorry about that interruption. Anyway, so it grabs where the customer name and the customer number from the customer table, right? And the rep and rep num, last name, first name from the rep table. And then it joins them where the condition is the rep num and the rep num from both of those tables are the same, and the credit line is greater than 7,500. So it pulls those two together. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm just kind of going through these to give you an idea. Using the in operator, select description from the item table, so it's selecting description from the item table, where item number in select item number from order line, basically meaning that if the whatever the item number is, or the order line or the order number equals this. So it's outer query selects item descriptions in order 51623. So this selects the descriptions based on 5163. Subquery selects item numbers in order 51623. So it takes a look, select item numbers, right, from order line where order number equals 51623. So it's basically getting the item numbers if it's that are in item number 51623, or order number, I should say. So this gets a little tricky, but you can kind of mess with it a little bit. And these are subquery within a subquery, more things. Outer query is evaluated last, meaning it goes all the way inside first. So innermost query is evaluated first, which is right there. Select item number from item where storehouse 3. So the very first thing it does, it selects the item number if the storehouse is 3. So I have the item number. Then it goes to intermediate query, or the next one. Select order number from order line where item number is in this. So it goes and it finds all the item numbers here, and then it uses the item numbers to select the order number from the order line when the items are from here. Then it goes up here to select order number and order date from orders based off the order number that's based off the item number. So it's doing each one of these consecutively. So at first it finds the item numbers in storehouse 3. Then based off those item numbers, it finds the order number based off of what item numbers that were listed. And then up here it finds the order number and the order date from the order number it found. So it just kind of goes through and cascades through those queries. Now this one's a huge comprehensive example, right? So there's a computed column, which is right there, and it talks about getting it from orders and order line, where orders.order number, so it talks about where these two items are equal. It's grouping by orders, customer number and order date. If they have the sum, which is the num order times quoted price, which is greater than 500, and orders by orders num. So that's a lot of stuff going on in this one. But it gives you an idea of how complex these things can get if necessary. And this is joining a table. So select f.customer number, f.customer name, s.customer number, and s.customer name, F city from customer F and customer S. So in this particular case, where F city is equal to S city, I grab this data here. And F customer number is less than S customer name. Order by customer number and customer name, right there. So in each one of those particular cases, it goes through my listings right there, and it lists what items it's going to use using the condition of F city and S city. So when one's less than the other, it does that. So let's continue. This allows us to join several tables together. Condition relates columns for each pair of tables. Pardon me. So let's take a little bit closer look at this one. Okay, this one's kind of a little bit more involved. So what it does is these are the tables to include in query. So these are all the elements: item number, number ordered, order number dot order line dot order number, order date, customer number, customer name and last name, from order line, orders, customer,
and rep. So it's got all these tables included in a query. Then what it does is it gives my where clause where order.orders number equals orders and orders num, and customer num equals orders customer num, and rep num equals customer rep num, order by item number and order line. So it includes all these elements where they're all equal. So this makes sure that the order num and the orders table is equal to the order num and order line, and the customer number is equal in the customer tables is equal to the customer num and the orders line, and it makes sure all these elements work out. And that's a multiple query where that's concerned. So here we have a union operator, and this should basically, we have one more left of this. Select customer number and customer name, meaning it's going to select the customer number and customer name from customer table where rep number is equal to 15. And we're going to combine that with the customer number, customer name from customers, order where customer.customer number equals so there's a lot of different, so I've got different queries here and I'm putting them all together to create one element here. And this is our all. Select customer number, customer name, balance, and rep num from customer where balance is greater than all. Select balance from customer number where rep number is greater than 30. So for the rep number is equal to 30, it selects all the balances and puts them in here. So all right. If you have any particular questions, let me know, but that should finish off the second section B, specifically over chapter 5, unit 3, chapter 5, our SQL queries.